Everybody knows about the car salesman stereotype. We all heard the stories about markups, hidden fees, and getting bent over when you buy a car. But here's what most people don't know. There's organizations behind dealerships that spend millions protecting this system. One of the biggest is NADA, the National Automobile Dealers Association. For years, they lobbied politicians and fought to protect the dealership model. They've pushed back against rules they don't like and worked to keep dealerships in the middle of every new car sale. Now look at what's happening today. New car sales have slowed down. Interest rates are sky high. Dealers aren't making the easy money they were a few years ago. So where do they make it? The service drive. That's why every dealership is obsessed with fixed operations. Sounds fancy, doesn't it? All it really means is making more money off of you after you already bought the car. The service department isn't just there to fix cars anymore. It's the profit center. Now maybe you're thinking, that's fine, I'll just take my car somewhere else. Well, that's getting harder every year. Modern cars are loaded with software, security systems, and manufacturer programming. Independent shops have been fighting for years to get access to the same information dealerships have. That's what the whole right to repair fight is about. The harder it is for independent shops to fix your car, the more likely you're going to end up back at the dealership. Now this is what caught my attention. President Trump recently signed what's called the Freedom to Fix. The goal is to make it easier for Americans to repair their own vehicles and push back against manufacturers controlling who can fix them. Think about that for a second. If the President of the United States is talking about your right to repair your own car, maybe this isn't just mechanics complaining. There's billions of dollars tied up in repairs. Manufacturers want control. Dealerships want you coming back. Independent shops want access. And you're the one paying the bill. But once you're back at the dealership, the next part of the machine takes over. You ever heard of Dynatron? Most customers have never heard this name before. Most technicians probably never heard this name before. Dynatron. Dealerships call it a pricing tool. I call it a profit tracker. It plugs right into the dealership's computer system and watches everything. Every repair order, every labor rate, every discount, every advisor, every technician. Say your advisor wants to help you out and take a little bit of discount off the labor because you've been a good customer. Management knows now. If discounts start cutting in the profits, management knows. If labor rates drop, management knows. Nothing goes unnoticed. Everything is tracked. Dynatron. And here's what people don't realize. Customers aren't the only ones under pressure. The mechanics are too. Most dealership technicians work flat rate. No work, no paycheck. If a job that pays 1 hour turns into 4 hours because of broken bolts, you still get paid 1 hour. Meanwhile, labor rates keep going up. Management wants higher ELR, effective labor rate. Advisors are expected to sell more. Technicians are expected to produce more hours. Everybody has numbers to hit. And if they don't, somebody's getting called in the office. That's why so many inspections suddenly turn into long lists of recommendations. Some are legitimate, some aren't. But when the entire shop is being measured by profit, you better believe there's pressure to sell. Some people are going to hear all this and they're going to say, oh, he's making it all up. I'm not. Go watch videos from dealership conferences. Listen to what CEOs actually talk about. You'll hear things like effective labor rate, hours per RO, gross profit, pricing strategy, revenue. Notice what you don't hear much about? Fixing cars. Because dealerships figured out something a long time ago. Selling cars gets people in the door. The service drive keeps the money flowing. That's why you have organizations lobbying to protect the dealership system. Software tracking every dollar that comes through the service department. Managers pushing advisors to sell more. Technicians under constant pressure to produce more hours. And customers wondering why a simple oil change turned into a $3,000 estimate. I've spent over 25 years inside dealerships. I've worked as a technician, team leader, foreman, you name it. I'm not telling you all this because I hate dealerships. I'm telling you this because I've watched the machine operate from the inside. Still do. And there's plenty of more episodes coming. We're going to break down exactly how the service drive works. Exactly what those multi-point inspection sheets mean. And how they use them against you. How they use them to empty your wallet so they can make numbers. Stick around, subscribe.